When I was about 10 years old, my mother brought home the Spotlight video version of George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Now, I had never seen this film before, but I was already a dedicated monster file, and it seemed like something I guess that would be up my alley. So this was probably the best film for me to see at this time in my life, or the worst thing for me to see. Because Night of the Living Dead is so fraught with this sense of alienation and melancholy and existential dread that might not be perceivable to a 10-year-old's mind, but it's going to sneak into your brain whether you like it or not. So now it's 2012, and I'm living in a world saturated with zombie mania, and I'm trying to make heads or tails of it. I don't know why for 20 years this fascination has persisted, and what it means for me. I wonder if maybe this living dead idea is the ultimate expression of our sense of alienation from ourselves, or our total fascination with ourselves, or if those are two sides of the same coin. What I do know is that I continue to be a kind of existential looky-loo, and when I find myself in one of these beautiful, lonely, rural landscapes, my mind inevitably returns to Night of the Living Dead. And there's something about this image of this living dead creature making its way slowly and deliberately across a field or down a dirt road that stays with me. It's 20 years later and I still have a lot to chew on, and I still return to this fantasy, this image that kind of haunts my inner world. And I guess thank you, Mom, and thank you, George Romero. I think, it was for the best.
time changes the first day of summer?
What?
Well, it's 8 o'clock and it's still light.
A lot of good the extra daylight does us. Now, we've still got a 3-hour drive back. We're not going to be home until after midnight.
Well, if it really bugged you, Johnny, you wouldn't do it.
You think I want to blow Sunday on a scene like this? You know, I figure we're either going to have to move Mother out here or move the grave into Pittsburgh.
She can't make a trip like this.
Oh, no, that she can't. Is there any candy left?
No.
Look at this thing. We still remember. I don't. You know, I don't even remember what the man looks like.
Johnny, it takes you 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes to put the wreath on the grave and 6 hours to drive back and forth. Mother wants to remember, so we trot 200 miles into the country and she stays at home.
Well, we're here, John, all right?
Test. Back on? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back on the air after an interruption due to technical problems.
Nothing wrong with the radio. Must have been the station.
Which row is it in?
Well, there's no one around.
Well, it's late. You've gotten up earlier.
Oh, look, I already lost an hour's sleep when the time changed.
I think you complained just to hear your